What is up? It's Chess Plays Gabe. If you don't know what it is, now you do. It's day 148 of our road to 2000. And guys, today I'm actually recording my screen, I'm pretty sure. I know yesterday's game jumped you right in the middle of the game that we ended up winning. And so it wasn't very convincing because it seems like I just started the recording because I was winning. That's not what happened, guys. Okay, I promise. I literally just forgot to record my screen. We're just going to jump into it, though, in a 10-minute rapid game against Kabulov from Uzbekistan, 1643. They play the Birds opening. Okay, I really dislike this opening, mostly because I don't really know how to play against it. But I believe it's fairly similar to King's Indian. So we're just going to develop as if we're playing the King's Indian here. We are playing the King's Indian, but as if we're playing against the King's Indian. Now, I almost want to jump my knight in to go here, but that doesn't really do anything, does it? Let's just let's play d6. My opponent knows exactly what they want to play here. Here takes. So we can probably push this pawn here. I don't want to allow them to push because takes. Yeah, I want to take the center here. So let's take the center, and I don't want to allow my opponent to encroach on the center here. So we take, and this is defended by the bishop. They're playing really, really quickly here. What if I go takes, check? If they come here, I take this. If they come here, maybe I just trade. Maybe also could be good to just try to develop my bishop and get it over here. They can always slide back. No, they can't. Not until that is gone. So I mean, okay, so I could go rook e8, bishop c6, queen d7, and then bishop h3, and that could just be the plan for now because I want to, god damn it, I want to get my rook into the center, and I want to develop my bishop off the starting square. So let's just go here. If they push, oh wow, okay, so maybe they're planning on pushing this. I'm not really concerned about that, to be honest. This person seems to be really dialed into what they want to do here. But I think bishop e6 makes some sense. Okay, and they're just going to target my knight, but that's... Okay, first of all, this is a hanging pawn. I didn't notice that. Actually, yeah, this is just a hanging pawn, and then this is going to be another hanging pawn. Once they take, it's fine, but should I just take this? I feel like I should just take this pawn. All right, let's take the pawn. It is just a free pawn at the end of the day, unless there's something different. I mean, and then I can always slide back to here. Say if they go here, yeah, they just hung that pawn, and yeah, they hung it earlier. Okay, but now I can jump in here. I can even go here. Is this more accurate? Takes with the queen, but then I pin my queen. I'd rather have the knight here, so as to potentially take this bishop. I don't really know where this knight is going at all. That's a very strange move. So let's go ahead and just take a second pawn, because why not? And everything's going to be defended. Let's take a second pawn. And this hits the bishop. My opponent is now just down 2 pawns in the opening. I mean, I get why that is somewhat concerning. However, I can just escape with my queen. Oh, no, I cannot. I guess, oh, I see the issue now. Did I just blunder? Maybe I did just blunder. Is there any way to protect my knight? Oh, man. Man, oh man, oh man. Do I just have to give up my queen here? I mean, takes. I guess I could also go here, but then they would just take. Okay, I'd rather give up a knight than give up my queen, but that's a little concerning. Although if I take, no. Dang, what the heck? I think I just blundered my queen. Or no, I just blundered a knight. I mean, don't give up the queen if you don't have to, but I guess I'm still up 2 pawns, so it's not that big of a deal. But maybe that's why my opponent went here to cover this square. I I mean, do they see this very often? It seems like they're playing as if they do. So, I don't know. Yeah, let's just, I guess let's just give up the knight. I mean, what else am I supposed to do here? Not really sure. Maybe there was a tactic. My opponent is playing just so quickly here. So, you know what? Yeah, let's, kind of want to push this pawn. But that weakens this. It weakens my king a lot. All right, let's play f6 here. If they want to back up, go ahead and back up. And then I can play something like bishop f5. I don't know. Okay, they go all the way back with the bishop. This is also another hanging pawn. Do I want to take it? Do I want to go check? They're probably going to go here. Let's go here for, you know what? Let's just take the pawn. I mean, I need material here. I don't even know if this is going to pay any dividends, to be honest, but we will find out. My opponent's just playing really, really strangely and really, really quickly. Like, I'm already down 3 minutes on the clock after move 15. Not really sure how that happened, but material's technically equal. I just have a bunch of pawns, but they have a knight. So, not ideal. So if I start trading pieces, then it's going to become very complicated. It's going to become less complicated for them. Okay, they're trying to trap my bishop. That does allow my knight to jump in here, but just takes. But why don't I just go here? Because that hits the bishop, or it hits the rook, and then I can come back this way, potentially. Let's just do that. I'm not going to do anything crazy. Could also come in here with the knight, try to take it this way. Takes. That still doesn't work. Too many attackers. I could also just push this pawn and just basically make a claim to the center, or to this diagonal here. Push, back push, and the knight has to move. I can just move in here though. Okay, so they're hitting this pawn. Now if I go check, there's this to block. They're also just on the back rank. Yeah, I mean, this is not ideal. I can't take this because takes. Let's just you know what? Yeah, let's hit the queen here. Let's hit the queen. Queen has to move. Queen is not going to take this. Queen is going to probably move back. I'm going to push again. I have to think quickly here because my opponent is just playing at lightning speed for some reason and still won a knight. I mean, look, I'm up 3 pawns. Okay, that's a check. Can't go here. I get checkmated. Let's go here. But they can still come here. In which case I have to defend like this. Jesus Christ, I'm just getting fucking brutalized here. I'm just getting brutalized. I think I have to go here. Luckily, check does nothing, but this is an extremely scary position. And look at that. Looks like I am about to lose here. Okay, I think I can go... Can I go here? Because then after takes, and takes, I'm still alive. I think I have to do this. I mean, what else am I going to do here? Yeah, no, that's just it. All right, I just got absolutely brutalized by the bird's opening. Wow. I have no words. Let's review that. Look at this graph. I'm not really sure what just happened, to be honest. Yeah, my opponent just absolutely saw a lead and did not look back. They even had a brilliant move here. Because if I take the bishop, yeah, I didn't even really notice that it was hanging, but I knew that I couldn't take it. I was supposed to go here, but that's still just mate, right? What? Oh, right, because it's defended. Right, duh. Okay. But then, obviously, this just gives up a knight. Like, that's what that does. And then I have to come here. Wow. Okay, so played like a 2150. My opponent did. I played like an 1100 in this game. Jesus Christ. I just did not play the right moves, I guess. I played it like a King's Indian, was supposed to play it a different way, and yeah, that's 2 blunders in a row because they just blundered the pawn, but then this is a huge blunder because of this, and I was actually supposed to sack the queen here so that I could take the bishop, and then it's actually even. That's insane. Okay. That's pretty crazy. Oh, but after it takes, there's check, though. What? Oh, but they take. Oh my god. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, takes, and now they're winning. Yeah, instead, we get this. I should not have taken this pawn. I didn't think about it at all, I guess. And then my opponent just absolutely destroyed me. Now, what was I supposed to do here? I was supposed to come this way because it was defended by the knight. Right. I still lose a piece, but I guess I'm a little bit more safe in this position. I mean, my opponent is still just completely crushing. I mean, what am I supposed to do here? That's unfortunate. Instead, I just play a bad move, and yeah, my opponent absolutely just swarms my king in 22 moves and just checkmates me. Amazing. Okay, so we're not going to tilt. Let's hop into a new game. I get the white pieces this time. Mickey11123. I feel like I've played this person. No? Okay, maybe not. From Indonesia, or Poland, the other type of that flag. They play the Philidor defense, of course. Of course you play the Philidor defense. Just my least favorite response to the Scotch opening. You know, it's fine. It's totally fine. Everyone at this ELO seems to just have my number ready and dialed and on freaking speed dial, dude. I don't know what is going on, but I'm just going to play really quickly here. And I'm just going to play in my normal way, which I know is not the correct way against the Philidor. Let's hop back with the knight here. Okay, they want to do that. Let's go ahead and just hop in here. If they go here, I have this move. And actually, I'm going to jump in this way in order to try to hit this bishop. They're probably just going to give up the bishop. Yeah, fair enough. Let's just do this. And then let's go ahead and let's castle queenside. My opponent is also still playing insanely quickly. Why are you playing so freaking fast? I don't understand. If they push this, I think I can just take. Okay, so they're just coming in with the pawns. Yeah. Whatever. I think I can even play this maybe to try to go here, but that does not look good at all. I can also just take this pawn. Let's just take this pawn, pinning the... Right, the simplest tactic known to man. We lose a rook here. Okay, awesome. But I think I win a rook back, no? Like, what about this move? Ah, there's a check. There's another check. Of course, there is another check. Okay, my opponent is playing just so quickly. How does this keep happening? Let's go here. Okay. I think there's opportunities here. Here and then, yeah, here, maybe, and then here. I don't know. Just try to make something happen. I mean, my bishops are now staring down the king. My king is extremely unsafe here. You could just probably push the pawn. But they decide not to. Interesting. Let's go here, just threaten checkmate. Look, we're just going to threaten checkmate and see if they'd see it. They do see it. Of course they see it. But I can just push this pawn. This is also extremely weak now. I could go here and then... No. I can go here. No. I can't even hit the pawn, really. Let's push this pawn. I mean, my opponent is just winning here. And there's still a minute up on the clock. How does this happen? I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. All right, let's push the pawn. Let's not think. We can't think. They're too quick. We can't think. They're going to go there, which means I can come here. Right? I could also push this pawn. Takes, and then checkmate. They can't block this way. Here, if you block, you can't block this way. Here, how do you stop the checkmate? You can go here. No, you can't. I don't think you can stop the checkmate. You have to start running your king. Right, so now I have this move, check, here, or this check, here, check, and then here. Oh shoot. Well, I really want like this to pin the bishop to the queen to the king here, but I think this move and then this move is a good start. No, because check here, sorry, check here. Wait, check here, check. They can just take with the queen. So check, this check might be better. Because why, Gabriel? Why? Why? Why is it better? I don't know. I can't give you a reason for that. Let's give this check anyways. Oh, because I can give this check afterwards. Right. I can't go for this check as I just take, but I can go for this check. And then I can go for this check. And you have to give up your queen, I believe. Yeah. All right. So this person is clearly just tilting, which is fine for us. It's actually very good for us. I can just take this knight. I can also go for another check. They come here. I go for this check. They come here. Let's just take the knight. Nice and simple. And then we're going to give another check. Where do we give the check? Yeah, my opponent is just fully tilted right now. I can just tell. I've been there, buddy. Trust me, I've been there. I could also just go, I could just pull my rook into the game. So after I go here, there's this check. Yeah, let's do this. Let's try to just set up the checkmate here. Wow, that was a quick response, my guy. And now you are going to be checkmated, I do believe. After check, or this check? Is this check even better? Yeah, wait. Then you have to go here. So you can't go here or here. You have to come down. And then I have this check. Or, oh my god, I have so many checks. What's the best check? I think this check is probably the best. Because then you have to go back up. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Brutal chess. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, here, and then check. Yeah. Okay, here and then check. That's the only option, and you're getting mated on the corner of the board. Good game. Okay, my opponent was clearly very, very tilted because they played their moves almost instantly. They lost less than a minute and a half on the clock. I lost half of my time. You know what they say, win or lose, it's time. Look at this graph! Let's look at this graph, okay? Let's just see. I played pretty terribly, actually. I played with 67.8% accuracy, but my opponent played even worse. I played like a 1250 in this game. Why? Why am I so bad at the game? My opponent just played really, really badly, though. I had one blunder. My opponent had three. Let's run through it. And yeah, I know I'm not supposed to play against the Philidor like this, but I just refuse to play it any differently. And my opponent gets a big pawn storm, but I think they just started a little bit too quickly, and trading this off wasn't even that good. This is a blunder because there's just a hanging pawn, but now me taking is a blunder because of this, right? Obviously. Wait, so how come I could take it here? How come I could... Oh, because this wasn't a check. Right. So, just me being an idiot, as per usual, but you know what? It's okay. We ended up just playing, just kind of playing some okay moves here, and yeah, I was just supposed to threaten the checkmate, and this is just mate in 6. I probably missed the actual mate. I definitely did. Mate in 2, I was supposed to go here and just ignore the queen. That's pretty badass. Mate in 1, because after this, there's just mate. Wow. Okay, cool. Good stuff. That's not what happens, though. We just end up taking a bunch of pieces. And then we finally find a mate on the corner of the board. I mean, this is much more aesthetically pleasing, let's be honest. There's nothing really more to go over there. Let's just go ahead and try to play a better, more accurate game here against Mike's Co 1671. Plays e4. So, of course, we're going to respond with knight f6, the defense that I really should replace. Now, are they going to allow me to play my gambit? They do not. 2 pawns attack. If they go for this, we're just going to play d6 here. And I know some lines of theory where after here it's takes, and then I put my bishop out, I defend it with e6, and I just start attacking, trying to go for this center pawn. Okay, so they go there. I think I'd love to just pin this. And now I can take. I can't take yet. Let's go out with a knight, because if I take then and then take here, they actually just have this. Okay, so they're gonna take that way. I think taking this way makes sense, unless I want to fianchetto my bishop, but I haven't had a lot of luck fianchettoing my bishop in this specific variation. So let's just go ahead and take with the e-pawn here. And then if they ever try to check my king, I can always just block with the bishop. In fact, that's what I'm going to have to do in order to castle. So I can just do that. Now I can take and just win a pawn, which I see all the time. It really doesn't help me that much, but let's just do it anyways. Because, I mean, it's just a pawn. So I can just take the pawn. I can also just take here with tempo on the queen if they decide to do that. If they decide to go here, I can probably take this and then maybe even come in here. All right, so they're just going to take. Fair enough. There's really no benefit to, I guess they can come here, which I've seen a lot as well. But I would just take this. No. That's not good. That is not good. That is really not good. Wait, what? How did I... How did I allow this? I can go here, but there's just check. I have to move my king, otherwise I lose my rook. So maybe I take... Oh my god, why am I so bad at the game? Why am I so bad at the game? Oh wait, I can go here. Because after takes, I can go here, and then you cannot take the rook. I mean, it is what it is. This is, I guess they get their pawn back, and probably just a better position. That is the risk I run with playing this defense over and over and over and over and over and over again, and not being that good at it. So yes, they can give the check all they want. I am also hitting the queen, so the queen has to be a little careful here. But it does seem like taking the pawn with check is just the best move. And obviously after here, you can either trade or just retreat. Uh-oh, my opponent disconnected. They disconnected. Are they at work? You might be at work. Right now it's 10:24 a.m. where I am, so hey man, don't play chess at work, all right? Chess is my work, so I'm allowed to play it. But you can't play chess at work. I'm also extremely dehydrated right now. Uh-oh, my opponent is going to disconnect and auto-resign. That's tough. That is tough. I mean, we'll take it, but I want to see where I went wrong here, because I definitely went wrong. Let's go ahead and review this game. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I played with an 100% accuracy in this game, and my opponent played with a 98.2. Played like a 2400, my opponent played like a 2350. Okay, so actually this was completely fine. Good to know, I guess. Let's run through it. This is all book moves. Literally all book moves until here, when my opponent just plays an okay move. That must be their 0.5% accuracy. And then we take, and then here, and then here, and then this is just the move. Okay, fair enough. So this is the only move in the position. My opponent, I assume, would just take this, right? I mean, is this not just a good move? Yeah, and then I can just go here, and then my opponent cannot take the rook, of course, because it's defended by the knight, so they just go away, which I kind of figured. And I'm supposed to play c6. Then they're supposed to castle. Then I assume I just develop my bishop, and then they come here attacking this pawn. Interesting. What if I just went here? Is that bad? That's bad. No, it's okay. It's fine. They come here, and then I would probably just castle. This is probably how I would play it, which would take me out of 100% accuracy, of course, But we get a win after my opponent, unfortunately, just was playing chess at work and got caught. I feel you, buddy. I feel you, Mike's Co. I feel you. Let's go ahead and just play one more here. Try to get up to 1680 if we can. Really, very, very hard plateaued here in the high 1600s. Now I can play. Okay, I was going to play a gambit here, but my opponent declines it right away. We get the Steiner variation. We can just bring our knight out here. Honestly, let's just put 4 pawns in the center. Why not? They're going to go for this. I don't think I even want to take... What do I want to do? Do I want to go here, takes... I think I like this, because after takes, this bishop, which is supposed to be the strong bishop, is like literally never getting out, which I really like. So now they're going to target this pawn. However... Can I just go here? I feel like I can lock everything down here, but maybe I should take. I mean, I should probably just leave it at the end of the day. I can also simply like push. I guess I can't push yet. Let's go ahead and just develop my knight, because they can't take this because it's defended by the bishop. So I guess they can come here, which is, okay, they really want me to take en passant. There's literally no way in hell. I know it's forced, but there's no way in hell I'm playing en passant there. That is like the most obvious. Like, you lock down the position. Now my knight can hop in here. It's looking very good for me. In fact, push just seems really, really nice. I should probably develop in castle. Probably. But I don't want to move this bishop yet. I also don't want to move this bishop. And this queen is looking... It's looking at things. If I were to go here... and then try to take, they have to take this way because they can't take this way because it's pinned. But then they could just come here. So you know what? Let's just push h4 here, looking to push h5. That is the plan. And then my opponent has to go back here. I mean, that's just absolutely brutal. And then I can come in with the knight. Okay, we're just going to push h5. Like, what are you doing about this? You have to go back to this square, which is just insane. And now, how do we build on this? Because the next move is probably going to be this. We can just go here still. I'm thinking this is honestly, this looks kind of nice. And then maybe... I mean, maybe I just immediately jump in my knight, because then there's this. I mean, you have this or this. You know what? If I play this, you cannot even play this, which allows me to come in here. So if I go here and you go here, sorry, if I go here and you go here, what's my next move? Because I can't come there. You know what? I'm gonna block all of this off. We're getting the checkers game happening in the middle of the board here, and I really just want to hop my knight into g5 and just say, look, I'm staying here. If you try to push me, I'm gonna take. I guess you can play this now. I guess I could have also played this, but I don't think that's very good. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, so my opponent just responds with this move, which still does nothing. I'm not going to take en passant, my guy. You gave me 2 chances to take en passant, and I am not doing it. Let's hop in with the knight. You cannot save this pawn. You literally cannot defend this pawn unless you give up a knight. How crazy is that? How crazy insano is that? And then also, your queen is almost trapped. It has to go all the way to here. I guess I could have played this as well. Oh, never mind. Your knight does have a square. My bad. My freaking bad, dude. You know what? I kind of want to play b4 here. We're not even playing chess anymore. This is absolutely a different game. I could also go here, but then just takes. Oh, here takes. Is there a check? Oh my god. But then they can block. Here takes check. Blocks. Or here takes, check. No, it still blocks. That's kind of annoying. I think I still want to push, though. No, I'm just too slow here. I'm a little bit too slow. I think I can go here, though, because then if takes, then I have a check, and then blocks, takes, I would take the bishop, or I would take the knight. I mean, I'd take the rook, whatever it's called. Let's go bishop e2. And they really have to push this pawn. Yeah, they do. Okay. So I just have to go back, unfortunately. But, oh, man, I wish I was a little bit faster here. I could have just done that, but oh well. think we have to go back. The question is here or here. I mean, I'm going to guess here is a little bit better. No, here, because then I can push this pawn, and then takes, and then we still have a claim to something here, right? Knight can still not come to this square, or literally, like, this knight is completely trapped unless you go here and then, yeah. You've undeveloped all your pieces except for the knight. None of my pieces are really developed either, but if you push this pawn here, I can undevelop as well. I can also go here, maybe. Here, I might be able to go, I don't know. Yeah, this is one of the strangest games of chess I've ever played. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But honestly, G4 is coming next. I do not care about castling. I know, guys. I know. Me and not castling, we go hand in hand. But wow, really? Really? Honestly, I just want to play G4. Takes. Try to get my knight back in the game. Here. But the problem is, like, my knight can't really come back in the game, can it? If they do this, what if I would just push? Takes a knight, takes, that doesn't do anything. Okay, I can also sack the knight, but then that doesn't do anything either. I can undevelop my knight, of course, if need be. I can also just go here and then try to jump in here. So yeah, this is not really a scary move whatsoever. Oh no, unless they go here. No, because if they go here, I go here. Okay. Let's push G4. I'm all about it, man. I am all about this move. Takes. The knight still cannot go anywhere. I don't know how you unravel this. Here to come here. And then my knight is never being moved. I guess you can come here to try to take it. Fair enough. But then I would take here. So, okay, so they do that. Let's just hop in here and just say, F you, dude. F you. Now I can push. Okay, so they want to stop me from coming in here. That makes perfect sense. But what if I push? Takes, and then I'm hitting this again. I guess you don't have to take. Also, if I go here, you can take with the knight. But let's just push, honestly. We're just going to push. And then after takes, I might even be able to push this because there's a check, which seems pretty brutal. Your king is completely stuck on this diagonal. You'd have to block with the knight and then give up the knight, and then it would be checkmate. So, or give up the rook, whichever one comes first. Not really sure what my opponent is planning with that move. I guess you're giving your king some space here. But what if I just take? Yeah, it's kind of annoying, isn't it? There's really not much mobility here on either side. What if I just do this? Then my knight is like permanently stuck. Honestly, maybe I just develop my bishop here. I can't go here because takes. This is a very confusing position. If I just push, like, that can't possibly be good. I need to leave this pawn here for sure, because if they take, it's catastrophic. So, where does my stuff go though? Honestly, let's just develop and castle. I think that's the best idea here. I just don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we're playing fucking checkers on this chess board. It's very strange. This is defending. Like, if you were, for example, if you were going to try to come in and grab my knight, you can't because my bishop just guards the square. So there's no way to target. Okay, well, that's a way to target it for sure. But then I can just take with the queen. So takes. I don't know what to do here, man. I don't know what to do. Do we just protect this way? But then if I want to castle that way, okay. I don't know. At this point, neither of us are going to castle, right? Like, I don't know. Let's just play this. If they want to take, they can take. And then, yeah, all of my pawns are on dark squares besides this one. Again, they definitely do not want to take this, but I don't want to push it, and I also don't want to take it unless they take with the rook, which would be really nice, but they're not going to do that. Takes, they would just take with the pawn, and then there's really no way to move this around. Okay, what is going on here? And I said, hey, do I castle here? Do I castle? Like, do I actually castle? Or do I try to break through with this somehow? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If I take, they're just going to take back this way, right? There's just nothing there. There's nothing there. Do I try to reroute my knight somehow? Where does my knight even go? Here takes... All right, let's push this pawn. I have no other ideas, and I'm going to run out of time. Honestly, if they take, though, I also have this move. And potentially I can come here, takes, and then my knight can actually get in the game. So maybe I just leave this pawn. Okay, fair enough. I'm actually okay with that. I just take with the queen. Okay, they just want a big trade. Not really sure why. Okay, fine, let's trade. Why not? I win a pawn at the end of this, so I mean, right? Like, I'll trade, bro. I will trade. It's just like, I don't think it's, I don't know. This pawn is just going to chill here for the entirety of the game. Why is my opponent thinking? What is my opponent thinking about? They're just going to lose a pawn here. That's as simple as it gets, really. And I'm sure it gets much more complicated than that. But I'm glad I played this move, actually, because then now my knight... Yeah, now I take, and take. And then I can honestly just castle, probably, and be completely fine here. Again, push, I just take. So now there's an idea of... I mean, I can't jump my knight in immediately, but... Everything is extremely defended here. The opponent just has no moves. Yeah, you just have no moves. I guess you can come in here and here. That's the idea. So I think I'm just gonna castle, to be quite honest with you. Or do I now take? I can't take, bro. I can't take. What am I supposed to do? I can't go here either. Yeah. Do I castle queenside? No, there's no way, right? Okay, we're gonna castle kingside. If they want to take now, go be my freaking guest, dude. Because then you can still take here, but then I take here. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. I think let's just try to... If I trade off more pieces, though, we're just gonna get into an endgame where I'm not super confident that I'm winning. Like, do I try to just come here? No. All right, you know what? Fine, let's go here to come here maybe, or here. Yeah, let's go here. Let's trade the rooks, I guess. Again, you can take this. Yep. So now they take, and I'm gonna take with the knight. You get another pawn back. Wait, no, this is just a free rook. Look at the board, Gabriel. That's a free rook. Very, very nice. I hope my opponent just resigns now. Okay, they don't. Of course, they don't resign. We're just going to take this pawn, and now we're just going to be up an entire rook. I can't go here because it's defended, but I can pretty soon, I would assume. Here takes. I could even take with the knight, or the rook. God, what? I don't know what pieces are called these days. And yeah, it's starting to look pretty grim for my opponent because you can't really do anything on this side of the board. You have one rook, and that's it. And I can literally just start moving all my pieces to this side of the board and just swarm your king. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with rook f to a1 here. I guess you can go here. Okay, so they want to take that. That's fair. Let's go ahead and... but now I can come this way even. And then I guess you can take. Okay, I don't want to blunder this. Let's just come in here. If you take, I'm going to take, and then I'm just going to move out of the way. It's fine. I'm still up a rook at the end of the day. I'm going to come this way because I don't want to be stuck on this side of the board. And then my next move, if they allow it, is just going to be this. I guess they can come here. Do I still play this? I don't know. Takes, and just try to promote my pawn. Yeah, so they're just going to do that. We can come here. If they come this way, I'm going to go here. And then they're going to start pushing their pawns. But I think it's fine. I honestly really do think it's fine. Yeah, because after check, I come here, you come here. Like... you can't push this pawn further because then I would take the... Okay. Slightly annoying, but I think it's fine. I just cannot allow this pawn to promote. I mean, look, my rook is patrolling the first rank, so I think I'm okay. Let's hop in with the knight. I need to play quickly here. My opponent's probably just going to try to flag me. Okay, they're going to take. They can go check, but I would just back up. Yep, I'm just going to back up. And then I'm literally just going to... First of all, I'm going to go here. Nope. Yes, I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to push. Is that the idea? I can also just go here, try to trade off the rooks. Or I can go here and check, and then moves, takes the knight, push. Let's go here and then try to go here and here. I think they are a little bit scary in how fast they're they're pushing these pawns, but again, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think I'll be just fine. Yeah, so they're going to push. Let's go here. I'm threatening to just take the knight. If they just push carelessly, that's not going to end well for them. They also can't push this because I would take the rook. And I can always sack more material. I can just sack material to avoid a promotion here. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's go ahead and take with this rook. They're going to push or not. That's interesting. Let's push and just promote. Okay, is there some kind of mate? I don't think so. Let's promote. Look, it's not completely over, but it's pretty over. Somehow they're like saving themselves here. Okay, let's go here, and then let's try to go here and here. Now you cannot push this pawn. Yes, you can do that for sure. Yeah, but now you have like no moves. You go here. Wow. Okay. I need to not flag here. I need to not flag. Where's the mate? Here, here, here. Just give up the queen. I don't know. I can come here as well. That's what I'm threatening. Okay, check. Check. Shoot. Check? No. Check. Oh, they take the frickin' rook. What am I doing? No, it's fine. I go here. Oh my god, am I getting the mate here? I think I am getting the mate. Oh, what? No, 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 that was not it. That was not it at all. It's almost it. Oh my god, that was so bad. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, guys. Oh, what a butt clencher. Oh my god. I actually don't even think that sacking here was that bad because it pushed my opponent into the corner of the board. But yeah, instead of giving this check, I was definitely just supposed to give this check, and that would have been mate, I assume. Nope, there was this, and then there was this, and then this, and then this, and then that's going to be mate. Because you have to block and it's mate. Okay. Yeah, all right. So we you know what? We were almost there. We were almost there. You know what? Let's go ahead and review this game. You know what they say, win or lose, it's time to... What do we got here? I definitely did not play this like as well as I could have. 77.4% accuracy, but I never trailed in this game, not a single time. My opponent played with 70.5. I played like a 1750. My opponent played like a 1400. Let's run through it. And yeah, just pushing this central pawn is not even that good to begin with. Instead, I'm supposed to just develop my knight. Fair enough. But I like pushing 4 pawns in the center. When my opponent allows me to put 4 pawns in the center, you kind of just have to play it, right? Because, like, what are you doing? Wow, they actually wanted me to play en passant takes. That is very interesting. Why is that better for me, though? It separates my pawns. See, this is when computer lines get really confusing, because obviously I didn't want to separate my pawns. And then we just end up locking everything down. Now, okay, they definitely don't want me to take en passant that way. We end up locking everything down, and then, yeah, this is just a little bit too slow, unfortunately, which forces my knight back. But they were supposed to take here and take, and then they didn't. And this is all just a thing. Yeah, so they just take, and then they go here, and I take, and I end up just winning a pawn here. Okay, that wasn't even the best move. The best move was to go king e2. Okay, just preparing for some kind of endgame preparation here, I guess. Yeah. This is a miss. I was just supposed to jump in here, but I thought this just loses a pawn. Oh, right. They have to take this way first. And then I could even go... I could go check first. But I guess it's not that good. Fair enough. But, I mean, I still just win material here. After takes, I have check. And then they block this way. And then I just go here and just lock in the... Oh, this is their only move? What? Are you serious, dude? Wow, that's kind of insane. Okay, then check. No. What do you mean? What do you mean this? What is the threat here? There's no threat. I guess this is the threat. Okay, well then, what if they just go here? Then there's check. And then they come back. And then there's this check. Okay, I guess so. I mean, I guess. You know, like, I suppose that's a thing. And then I can just windmill to oblivion. I guess I can go here. Oh, just kidding. Check here. Let's go. I mean, like check, and then they come here, and then I can come here, and then you can do this, and then okay, well, whatever. There's a lot going on here, I guess. But that's not what happens in the game. Instead, we get this, and they just kind of forget that their rook is hanging. And I can just take this, and then I just go here. I was just supposed to take another free pawn, but I wanted to get my knights into the attack, and yeah, okay, so chasing me over here was like fine, but me escaping, like I can just easily escape here, and then check, and then here, and then here. That's a mistake because, oh, I could have just taken with check first, but this is just a more fancy way to do it. Then I push my pawn, then I promote, then my opponent comes closer and closer and closer, and there's mate and 4 on the board. Of course, I miss it. It's this move first. That makes a lot of sense. Then they come here, and then I go check, and then they come here, and then I come in with this move, and whatever you do, it's going to be mate. So very nice. Instead, we play it the long way, which I actually just straight up gave up my rook here. I don't know why he didn't see that, but I guess... Oh, then it would just give up mate. Right, because I'm actually a secret genius, and I planned that whole thing. Yeah, so instead it goes that way, and then I play the move, and then I play this move, which is actually... Yeah, okay, so this is actually a fine move, and I wasn't supposed to go there. Yeah, then this is just checkmate. I mean, look, when you play like this in the opening, where you just, like, refuse to push your pawns and develop your pieces, it's not going to end well for you. Like, and this is the exact reason why. Like, you just... As white here, the best thing to do is just really make a strong claim to the center, put all your pieces in the center of the board, develop all your pieces, like take the space that's given to you. Because if you refuse to take the space, it's not going to go well. But this went very well, and I'm happy. Back up to 1679. I don't know, maybe we're making progress. It's kind of hard to tell at this point, to be honest. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, please make sure to come back tomorrow. Also, subscribe to the channel, please, and like the video. Love you guys so much for supporting me. I will be back here tomorrow, so come back and see me again. Go do something fun today. Go touch grass. Go take a nap, you know. Go play on a playset or something. Go slide on a slide. I'll see you guys there. Have a good one. Bye-bye. See ya. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.